In July 2018, a few of us rode through the Himalayas, a bucket list trip for any rider. Join us as we ride from Hundar to Pangong Lake in this video from the Biker Crew UAE.
The beauty of the Nubra Valley sure is hard to beat. With the early morning dew still glistening on the grass and the mountain chill still hanging in the air, we set off towards Pangong Tso Lake. Somehow, I have never tired of watching the sunrise from behind the mountains. The twisty mountain road seemed to hang on a cliff's edge, and the road rose and fell with the terrain as we rode deeper into the valley. An update on the bikes. They were all running well, and I was pleasantly surprised with the way the Royal Enfield Himalayan was holding up. I'd always thought that it was slightly underpowered for its weight, but it seemed to be holding its own rather well against the likes of the Yamaha FC250 and the KTM Duke 390. Our first water crossing was rather easy, and we rode on towards breakfast. Looking at the landscape, it almost felt unearthly, as though we were explorers on an alien planet. There didn't seem to be a soul around, which added to the mystique that surrounded the area. Breakfast was had on the banks of the river, freshly made dosa. It was interesting to find a South Indian staple so far up north. The second water crossing proved a little more challenging. A stronger current with deep ruts, and it was rather rocky. But with a little perseverance, we got through. We lingered at the crossing for a while, helping other bikers get through the water. But as I stood there, I couldn't help but marvel at the raw natural beauty of this place. In the midst of the chaos of people trying to get on with their journey, there seemed to be a certain underlying calm that existed. You could feel it. It seemed to be under the surface and just out of reach, as though Mother Nature herself wanted us to slow down and take some time to soak up the beauty. Marvelous. Simply marvelous. we did pass a military convoy. On a side note, if you wave at the trucks in the convoy, they will salute you in return. Convoy waved at and the salutes received, we got back on the road. Winding its way to infinity and with a constantly evolving landscape, the road was giving me my toughest challenge yet. I was torn between the desire to gaze at the scenery and the need to keep a wary eye out for hazards that are a constant menace to the motorcycle traveler. But every passing minute was bringing us closer to the one part of the trip we were all looking forward to. And so we got to Pangong Lake, the remains of what was a sea before the continent of India decided it felt the need to go for a little swim and ended up slamming into Asia. 16,000 feet up and freezing cold. I ought to know. I stuck my finger in the water. The colors, though, were magnificent and changed constantly throughout the day.
Hey folks, this is Pangong Lake, Pangong Tso. Alright folks, this is Pangong Lake and you can see a double rainbow. It's right there.
Yes, you saw right. Mother Nature decided that the best way for us to end the day was to give us a double rainbow.
Next time, we tackle the Changla Pass on our way back to Leh. Thanks for watching. Remember to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out. As always, ride safe and I'll see you on the road.